Hello to all you Fire Alarm and Siren fans on YouTube. It is FS Thunderbolt Fan 1000 here with a live stream. Seeing if anyone wants to tune in and see if anyone has any questions for me or the SiraTone. I temporarily have it rigged up here to the electronic here, seeing if anyone has any demos they want to hear or any questions about it that I can answer to the best of my abilities about this thing, because this is the first time we've really had one opened up in the wild, and I can explain to my knowledge on how everything works here. So, you want to hear alternate whale? Ask and you shall receive. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Alright, someone wants to hear whale now. You heard alternate whale, so let's go with whale. So before I do that, I want to explain something here. So before I had the mini electronic wired up to do mono. Yeah, I can do all the signals, so we'll do whale, then pulse. But I had it wired up to do mono, the SiraTone outputs in stereo. So last night I was up till the wee hours in the morning, rewiring, resoldering, and re-putting back together in the mini electronics. So it kind of looks like crap because it's not meant to go back together once it's taken apart. But now it's good to go. So without further ado, let's do whale, or also known as... Yeah, it is whale on here. So here we go in 3, 2, 1. We'll go over here. And this is just being ran right off the controller. There's no amps or anything, so it's really quite loud for just being ran off the controller itself. So before we get into pulse next, and after pulse is going to come high-low, because that's the way the next people requested it. Unfortunately, this unit can't do chimes at the moment because, whatchamacallit. The problem is the card, the SiraTone card it came with was what we believe, me and Tyler Brasher think is a silent test card. So Logan is kind enough that he's going to send me a Westminster Chimes card to put in here. I was going to buy a universal tone module, but he said he has some available, so much thanks to him. So we'll get that in, then I'll make another video as soon as I get that in. Starting next week, Monday, every Monday for the next 6 Mondays, we will be uploading high-quality audio of this thing. I actually hooked it up to my computer and recorded the audio, so that way people don't have to synthesize it anymore. They can just play it right through their homemade sirens, and it will sound exactly like a SiraTone because it was recorded directly off the SiraTone. So, yeah, this thing can't do chimes right now. I'll make a video as soon as that is possible. So, now let's do pulse, because that's what they want to hear. So, like I said, guys, if you have any questions for me or about this or any of my other siren crap, feel free to send me a message right now in this video for what you want to see. or here next. So next coming up is high-low at the request of, I think it was Techmaster. So this next one's for Techmaster, I think. So here goes high-low. Steady high-low, not alternate high-low. Oh, sorry. It was Mad Mike Does Sirens was the person that requested this. Texas Sirens wants to hear Steady Pulse. So I think I did Steady Pulse already, but I'll give it a go again just for the hell of it. And let me know what you guys want to hear after that one for the most part. Other than chimes, because that, like I said, doesn't have the card in it because there's no chime card that I have at the moment, but that'll be coming soon. So here goes Steady Pulse. Alright, like I said, if anyone has any questions, feel free to drop them below. So next up, I think, because we didn't hear this one yet, do chimes. Jemmy King 307 Hopper. Unfortunately, like I said, this one does not have the chimes card in it because it did not come with the chimes card. So, but luckily I'll be getting that in the next week or so, and then I'll make another video as soon as I have that of the chimes. Alternate steady, high-low again. So we'll do that one again because Mad Mike Does Sirens wants to hear it. So we'll do that one again. And I think the last one we haven't done yet is Pulsed Wail. So here we go, steady high-low again. Whoa. Knock some boxes over. All right, we had a request for alert, and then we will do Pulsed Wail. So here goes alert, or else known as steady on this controller. So here we go. We just did high-low. So like I said, this is a live stream. I'm not going to delete it. So when I'm done recording this, YouTube will re-upload it to my channel so you can go back and listen to the signals you missed. So, but like I said, if you have any questions at all about this controller, how it works, what each potentiometer supposedly does, how the SiraTone knew how to rotate. What kind of siren was this again? This is not really a siren itself. This is a Federal Signal SiraTone controller. It's a tone generation board. This is the SiraTone Brains, as it's called. Brains. And it makes the signal for the SiraTone. So these two pins right there, not sure if you can quite see them, but those are for the rotator. When you cue up the siren, 24 volts DC will go out to the power distribution board. The data manufacturer, UW Titan fan, I've not been able to find one on here. It might be on the back side of the board, but this is a Federal Signal 2000 DB8 113C. It's over there in the corner. I've not been able to find a data manufacturer, though. But it might be on the back side of the board. So when SiraTones start to go, chips should have a 4-digit date code. 4-digit date code. What am I seeing here? I'm guessing that this thing was made in between 86 and 87, this board. Because I'm seeing on these Motorola chips, I think these two here are a square wave generator, if I understand correctly. But, because they're the same exact chip. But I see the top is what the chip is. Down below is, I think, the code. And that one is a 8631, ends in 8631, FR 8631, and the other one is FR 8631. The other one is FF 8712C. And then the other one is 8609 going up, this one here. So, I'm guessing that this is 87, made in 87. 31st week of 86. So, yeah, that would be about right then. So, I'm guessing 1987 is when this board was made then. Thanks to UW Titan fan for pointing that out. Otherwise, I would have never guessed. So, yeah, because that's the lowest date I'm seeing, and the highest date I'm seeing is 87. So I'm guessing that this was made in 87. Unless Federal Signal stockpiled all these parts, like a ton of them, and then it was just made later on. But I think the MC came out in the early 90s, so this could have been mid-generation SiraTone. But yeah, otherwise everything else works pretty good on this thing, which is surprising considering how the SiraTones usually are. So I got very lucky. The only thing that's wrong with it is, I think this is the signal duration potentiometer right there. So you turn that to between 3 minutes and 5 minutes, it recommends. But for some reason, this one goes, the longest I've let it run is 7 minutes straight, and it won't self-cancel out. So I'm guessing that potentiometer is, or maybe it's just set really far out. But I'll take a look at it at a different time. Those two are the cutoff frequency potentiometers. So don't screw with those. It can wreck the amps or something, it says in the manual, so I'm not going to touch those. And then that one is these. There's two here, two there, and then I have to look at the manual and see what each of them does. But, yeah, so I think someone said they wanted to... Yeah, I know I have choppy video audio. The internet's not too great down here. But I'd figure I'd just do a live stream. Sirens of Northeast Ohio. Hey, Tom. Hey, hi, Sirens of Northeast Ohio. I think someone said they wanted to hear alert now. So we will give you the alert. So the buzzing sound you're hearing is actually being generated by the SiraTone. It's trying to mimic a mechanical siren. So these put out roughly a square wave, these chips here. I'm uploading high-quality audio, and if you really want, you could download it eventually. The first one's being uploaded next week, Monday, and you can look at it in Audacity, and you'll see that's a square wave. And, but at the peak of the square wave, there's a little bit of a triangle on it, a little bit of a peak, extra peak, so that's why it gives it a weird SiraTone sound. The amps are separated from this. This is just the tone generation board. Normally, these outputs would run to an amp then, and then through the amp would go to the speaker drivers. Will I buy EOS drivers for this thing? Probably not. I'm making my own array out of power horns, bigger ones than that, 100-watt power horns. And this is going to be driving a car stereo amplifier that runs on 12 volts DC, and then I'll still need 24 volt DC. But I'll still need a 24 volt DC transformer or a second car battery to run the actual tone generation board. But yeah, the amplifiers are separated from this. I don't know why the sound is so loud coming from this thing, but Do I know what EOS stands for? The number one thing I heard it stands for is electronic outdoor warning siren. So I do not have any reason to believe it's otherwise, and that probably makes the most sense. Or since Federal Signal is pretty big on saying the word system, we sell complete systems. It could stand for electronic outdoor warning siren system, but generally it's probably electronic outdoor warning siren. So we're going to end the video in a bit here. Get those last minute questions through if you want, while I give you a little bit of pulsed whale. All right, so a few questions came in just then on that. So I think the one was, where did I get it from? I got it from Goddard Enterprises down in Oklahoma. They sent it to me. It cost me $20, $20 for shipping, so it was a steal. They're all out of these, to my knowledge. But next time they become available, make sure to like Siren Enthusiasts or join that group on Facebook. That's how I found out about this. As to UW Titan fan, I do not know if Manitowoc ever fixed the Viband Street P15 or RM127. I did go up there a couple weeks ago, beginning of February, to the Ice Center Fairgrounds P15 or RM127. The rest of the system activated, that one did not. So I was thinking about contacting them about thinking about contacting them about doing some maintenance, but I never got around to it. Warning sirens of Michiana. Do I know if they does Goddard have any ESC 864s? I do not know. I know Nick Metz happened to get one of those, but I do not know if they have a second one. I know Open Blast 64 was going to see if they had one. He never got back to me whether he heard if they did or didn't, but he is currently trying to acquire an MC that we will then hopefully he'll bring up sometime, and then we can hook it up to this baby and see how she sounds, and then get some HD recordings of that we can upload to YouTube. Vibon Street. Oh, I was gonna say, yeah. Even though I'm from Wisconsin, I'm not too good at pronouncing a lot of these funny names stuff. But I do know how to say bratwurst, so at least I got that going for me. Yeah, but that RM127 I don't think has been fixed. I'm not quite sure who does... Yeah, the siren by the soccer fields. Yeah, the one I recorded a while ago. That one, yeah, I think it's still shot, but I don't know. I'll send him an email next time I go up if anything is a little chinky. I did take some in-depth pictures of the alerter on Waldo Boulevard, which I will be hopefully going up again one of these next weekends to re-record, because my last video wasn't so good, but it did get a lot of views, because I know you guys like alerter views for some reason. I mean, alerter videos, not views. So apparently if you guys like those, I will keep them coming. But the chains on a lot of the sirens are starting to become rusted, so that might start to hinder rotation. So I'm going to try and talk to them, see if I can go up, grease the chains, change out some of the capacitors if they're shot on a lot of these single-phase ones that they have. Because I know the V-Bond Street is single-phase, but the one at the Ice Center is three-phase, so I do not know why that one activated, but could have been zapped or something. UW Titan fan, if you still got those old pictures of Manitowoc sirens, like from back before I was around doing siren crap, feel free to send them to me because that would be much appreciated. I meant to make that video about Manitowoc siren history, but it was on my school Google account and they deleted that, so now I got to start from scratch over again. So when I have time, I will rewrite the script and everything. Someone commented that they saw an AF timer. This is one of my AF timers. There's the other AF timer. All good jazz. I have too much siren stuff. I really got to clean the basement again. This is my 1003. I heard someone commented something about a Thunderbolt, like whose was it or something. This is mine. Came from Reedsville. Josh had it, then he gave it to me. And I fixed it up, restored it. Looks really good, I think, at least. Solenoid covers is right over there. Put those babies back on. The chopper is not in here. It is up in the 2T for the time being. Funny stories, I was going to go to West Shores to... Oh yeah, he's touching it. Yep. Give her a little whack. But, I was going to go to West Shores to get a SiraTone controller. The Thunderbolt project. The Thunderbolt project's going good. Still need to get a horn, so maybe I'll go to West Shores this summer, get a horn and a new chopper, so that way I can take the chopper out of the 2T, put it in here again, and then put the West Shores chopper in the actual 2T. Someone said they wanted to see an AF timer. Here's an AF timer. Alert, test, alert, fire, attack, cancel. All the goodies in there. The relays, cams, micro switches, fuses. Super slick wiring job for both my radio deactivator type deal and for my little keychain remote thingy that I don't know where it went. It's probably over here. Plans for the SiraTone, like I said, I'm going to make my own array. It's going to be 800 watts, run it off of a car amplifier, and then I'll also be able to radio activate it. Warning sirens in Michiana. If I ever get to West Shores, I will let you know, and then maybe if you want to do a meetup and I'll go together, that would probably be good. That'd be fun, I guess. Do I have a 2T22? I do not have a 2T22 yet. That is the thing. Maybe eventually. Sheboygan's 2T22B is still up. When they take all of them down and hopefully they put them on the surplus auctions, hopefully I can buy the 2T22B. But as of right now, all the sirens are still up. I do not know if they are ECS's sirens, like I kind of think they are, judging by the way I think the contract was written. But I think once that 5-year period is up, I think they become the city sirens again, and we'll see if they end up taking them down or whatever. So, yeah, RCM1, RCM3, AF timer. Yeah, everyone, now that I bring up West Shores, everyone's want to go to West Shores, so hopefully they don't get mad at me. But, yeah. So, yeah, if you have any comments that you did not get to post during this, I will get back to you once this video is posted on YouTube again. I think it takes about 15 minutes, but... Why is the 3T22 called the 3T22? It is called 3T22 because it is 3 signal, just like the Thunderbolt 1003 is called the Thunderbolt 1003 because there's 3 signals. Alert, attack, and fire. So, that's why it's called the 3T22. So, I gotta get going. I do not have a 2T22, okay. It might sound like I'm repeating myself and like I have some sort of tick or something, but it's just people keep dropping comments. So... that is pretty much it for this live stream. If you have any other questions, feel free to post them after this video is posted, and I'll get back to them as soon as possible. Stay tuned for more SiraTone videos, because this thing is far from being done, and it is pretty cool. And if you have any other questions about the SiraTone, feel free to drop a comment, and I will also get back to you about that. More SiraTone videos coming. Figure I'd just quick give a live stream update on it. So thanks for watching, guys. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and stay safe.